let's do Benjamin Franklin. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Okay, listen to your teachers.
Love you.
Love you.
It's a good life. It's a good
life.
Mommy. Mommy. Mommy.
I'm coming.
Mommy, it hurts.
Oh, no, baby. When Anna got sick, I just couldn't understand it. Why was this loving little girl going through this?
I think your daughter is lactose intolerant.
Acid reflux.
Everything looks okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything is not fine. There's something wrong with our little girl.
Mrs. B, you need to calm
I'm
down.
not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
Unfortunately, the tests confirm that she's very ill. There is currently no cure for Anna's condition.
Doctor, please, this is our little girl.
I'm scared, Mom.
Me too. We're not giving up.
Like a small boat on the ocean.
We need a solution. We need it now.
Big wave
And we'll get it
How?
into motion.
by not losing our faith.
Like how a single word
How long you been married? 14 years.
open.
Free her from this.
Might only have one man.
Can you even hear me?
I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life.
So you're telling me that when this baby girl fell 30 feet, she hit her head just right, and it didn't kill her, and it didn't paralyze her. It healed her.
Yes.
Well, that's impossible.
This is a little hard to believe. There's a lot of people out there that are just looking for publicity.
A lot of people think we're crazy.
You either roll with it or you get rolled on.
He told me I'd be fine.
I've still got a lot of fire left
Who told you you'd be fine?
in me.
Well, thank you so much for taking out the time to spend some time with us.
It's a real pleasure.
Just to kind of jump right into it, you know, as a producer of such a film like this, it kind of goes hand in hand with movies like War Room and Heaven is for Real. Do you think that Hollywood is starting to take notice of more audiences that like spirituality and religion in film?
Well, you know, I have a first look deal with Sony, and we intentionally wanted to follow up Miracles from Heaven to be after the genre of Heaven is for Real.
Nice.
I think that Hollywood is starting to understand that there's a huge market out there, not only for faith-based films, but for just general family content that you can take your kid or your grandmother and not have to be embarrassed at any particular scene.
Right. This movie was really based around a lot of faith and keeping hope, especially in tragic situations. How important is faith to you in your everyday life and in your career?
I think it's critical. I mean, you can't. I raised 5 children. You can't raise children without faith of some sort.
I come from a family of 5, so I feel you on that.
It's major.
Yes.
You know, we'll teach you how to pray. Okay, but you know, I think it's very practical. It's a practical look at faith. It's not necessarily a lofty religious look, a sanctimonious look at faith, but it's the kind of faith and resilience that every American, every person needs in order to withstand the vicissitudes of life.
Yeah, absolutely. How was it working with the Real Beam family and, you know, seeing that story actually kind of come to life? Did you have any special moments with them?
You know, they were magical people. I mean, and I think the onus was on us to portray them correctly, but they are such fantastic people who have the kind of tenacity that can only be derived when you've been through adversity. It does something for you. It makes you richer, you know, fuller.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were incredible when I was able to meet them earlier. One last question. Any type of words of wisdom or advice for people that do not walk by faith and they only see things on the forefront, just to kind of get them motivated? Anything that you would tell them to keep them going in hardships?
Inevitably, attitude is everything.
Yes.
I think it's very, very important. Even doctors and scientists have concluded that when we are sick, we heal more readily when we are people of faith. It's not a religious fact, it's a doctor's fact. And so I think it's very, very important that we remain upbeat, remain positive. Even when life is not positive, you can still be positive and put your faith in God and have faith in yourself. Have faith in ordinary people, because this story reminds you that it's not always the high and mighty that perform the greatest miracles. Sometimes it's somebody at a checkout counter or in a grocery store, and it brought it down to a level that everybody could touch it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it worked.
Yeah.
I was crying all last
Yeah.
night and wiping my tears and still thinking about things. So it was great. So thank you so much for allowing me to take out the time to interview. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Very nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.